Hey, friends. So it's my understanding that I'm speaking to the next generation of leaders, which is awesome. Congratulations. My encouragement to you would be to take advantage of all the time, but especially while we have this sacred pause in time with this COVID-19 thing. You know, you have opportunity to listen to as many podcasts as you want, read as many books as you want, study your craft, practice, create, dream, you know, launch a business online. I mean, like, no one's going to buy right now, but the economy will get back into high gear, and you want to be set up to win, right? Don't wait till things get started again. Like, build now, plant now, and that way the crop will grow in the next few months and you'll start bearing fruit. So take advantage of this time, sharpen your tools. That's what I would say. Read books. I know books aren't the cool thing to do, but they do have a lot to offer us. If you're a musician, if you want to go into business, if you want to go into politics, if it's coding, if you want to start a tech company, whatever, use this time to get better, because I promise you there's a lot of people binge watching Netflix and playing video games nonstop. And it's not that those things are innately bad, but to waste all of your God-given time on those things is bad. You don't want to do that. So I would say beat out the competition, edge out the competition, like whereas everyone else is on social media trying to get more likes and clicks, you go make yourself better, get better at your craft, so that when you come out to do your thing in the next few years, like, you take people completely off guard because they were not expecting you. And it's because of the work that you've done behind the scenes, right? I'm a musician, I'm a songwriter, I'm a producer. I've worked with everybody from Lauren Elena to Charlie Daniels, Michael W. Smith. I owned my own group for 10 years called 33 Miles. I still release music. I've had some TV, film things and stuff. So, but there's a lot of hours that no one sees. So when a song comes out, it's like, oh, wow, you just did a song. And it's like, no. There were, days, weeks, sometimes months of writing. I remember one of my favorite songs I've ever written called Innocent. And I wrote it, it took me years. And I went through like 4 or 5 different versions of it before I landed on the version where I was like, yeah, but that was a lot of behind the scenes work. And so I would say, take advantage of the downtime, sharpen your tools. Like I said, edge out the competition. Also in leadership, you're going to want to go upstream when everyone's going downstream. Everyone's on social media trying to be popular. And I mean, I always look at the world like, what is everybody doing? And what everybody is doing is what you don't want to do, right? So I'm always looked at as sort of I can be looked at as sort of a guy who's always trying to mix things up, and I'm really not. But I don't want to follow the crowd. I want to lead the crowd. I want to figure out a way to go upstream when everyone's going downstream, because we know going downstream means there's a waterfall down there, and we're trying to lead people to safety, right? And so that it's going to require a mentality that empowers you to be confident when things are you don't feel very confident. You want to you just want to grow in the knowledge and the whereabouts that you need in order to be a leader, because it is a skill. It's not something you're just born with. Some people, have a natural sort of likability to them, that where people are drawn to them. But in order to lead people, they've got to buy into you. And if you are not someone worth buying into, they're never going to buy into you. And that usually requires a lot of work behind the scenes. So take advantage of the time. 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John Maxwell. I'm reading that right now. I've read it. This is probably the third or fourth time I've read it. Fantastic book. I highly recommend it. Any woman or man in history that you admire, that you want to be like, go read their books. Figure them out, how they did their things, how they managed difficulty and trial and error. Sarah Blakely, someone I really admire. She owns the company Spanx. I don't wear Spanx, but I know what Spanx are. But she's a billionaire. She owns 100% of her company. She never took capital from the outside, still owns 100% of the company. She's a billionaire. And she's awesome. And she's just like me and you. Like, she just figured it out. And so go read her story. Go listen to podcasts on Sarah Blakely. Anybody that you admire, that you think would help you get better, I would take advantage of. And so I look forward to hearing your stories, and I hope this helped. So anyway, got to get to work. God bless.